Hey everyone, and welcome to part 2 of Alice in Wonderland for Fabiana month. We're going to continue on with the page that we started, which is this one right here. We're going to be using markers. And I think we might just finish this book on this page up tonight because I probably use the same markers for both the middle and the second one here. So I was going to use my super tips, but I just pulled out some colors from this little round thing I have here. So we're going to be using some Crayolas, and then I pulled out a Cali art, which we will be using for the background here, because I decided I'm going to do a background. So for the blue here, to match this kind of color here, I pulled out of the Crayola Silly Scents this Fresh Air, which is kind of like a bluish color like that. It looks like, I did a tester to make sure it doesn't bleed through, which is weird because you could be using alcohol markers. It looks like that, like right there. So it looks almost exactly the same. And then for the green of the leaves that I used on here, let me zoom in. For like the green of the leaves, I'm going to be using in the Silly Scents again. I'm going to be using lime. For the pink here that I used around the flowers, I just pulled out cotton candy from the Silly Scents. And for this kind of like darker tealish color here, I pulled out crocodile green, which is one of the fine tipped Crayolas. So let's get started. I'm going to be using this one first, which is crocodile green, and we're going to start this. So I used this one for the darker greens for the shoulders, around this area, and around the heart, and down here. So okay, zoom out to just a second, Alice. There we go. So I hope everyone is having a good day. It is currently Tuesday. I am double filming tonight because I'm going to be filming tomorrow for my complete coloring book collection and my completed pages video. I'm going to film all in one go, so I figure I'm going to double film. I won't upload this probably till tomorrow. So, let's see, this is the only way you can see right here from that. But I figured that way it's done and it's on my desk, my desktop. Okay, I need to do the inner part of the hearts. But yeah, I figured that way it's on my desk and it's ready. So I hope everyone is having a good week. You'll be seeing this Thursday, so it's almost the weekend. So I hope everyone had a good week and is looking forward to the weekend. I probably will be filming, probably like I said, we filmed that video tomorrow. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be uploading it Friday or if I'm going to be uploading it over the weekend. I think I'm going to be uploading it Friday, but I am not 100% certain. We shall see. I also had to use this color for the inside as the diamonds here. But this month is flying by. I cannot believe it is almost time for Thanksgiving already. It just feels, I think there's a teal color too, so I have to pull out another blue. We'll use Blue Lagoon because there's like that color right there I forgot about. I can't believe it's like almost like next week's already gonna be Thanksgiving, which doesn't feel like, it feels like Thanksgiving came way too early this year. I could be mistaken, but it just feels like it's like has come on way too early. And this color is gonna be going for down in here. But it just feels like it's coming way too fast this year. But this year has felt like a combination of it has gone by way too fast and it has gone by way too slow. So it's like a mix of everything. But my family usually does not do much for Thanksgiving. Usually we would just kind of just hang out and cook a meal. That's pretty much about it. We usually don't do anything big. So it'll just be a relaxing day. I'll probably take the day off filming and just kind of relax. probably watch a movie with the family, and that's about it. That's usually all we do, is just watch a movie or something like that. Usually like that, or like a special that's on TV or something like that. We usually will not do much of anything. So I think that's it for this color for her, this dress currently. So the tealish color here that I used around, like around this part, I'm going to be using Blue Lagoon, which is in the fine tip as well. But yeah, I wasn't thinking about that I was gonna be able to finish this tonight, but I was looking at it and like, I could probably finish this up, so I might as well go ahead and finish both Alice's up with the same markers. See, it feels weird filming like directly after another color in chat. So it's like, I feel like I've talked about everything, but I still have to talk in this video to keep it interesting. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? But let's see, this week has been relaxing in a busy, relaxing kind of sense. I finished up writing my second teen slasher book, which will be coming out in April. I have it set right now like as a working release for April 2nd. And I'm going to be starting the outlining process of All Hallows Eve, which will be out October 1st. So yeah, it's going to be a busy... You can kind of see this actually almost matched up perfectly. This one looks like it's tearing the paper a little bit, but I really don't care about the page on the other side because it's just a whole bunch of keys. That's why we are going to be using the alcohol marker for the background. See, I think after I am done with this, I'm going to rest my voice for tomorrow. And I think I'm going to reply to all the comments from my bookshelf tour, my updated art shelf tour. And then I don't know if I'm going to color. I might start putting down a marker layer on a page. I have to finish putting marker layers down on a page that I'm doing in Magical Delight by Carla, no, is it? Who is it? Yeah, Carla Markova. Or Clara Markova. Clara Markova. I put a base layer of Cali Arts down on a castle, and now I have to put down it on like the flowers. And then I got in Happy Mail today a book. I got, make sure it's still focused. There we go. I got, what is it called? Whimsical Wonders by Julia Speary. And that book, let me tell you, is absolutely gorgeous. And I think I might put a base layer of markers down on a picture and then finish shading it in with pencils over the next week or so. Oops. Oh well. It's in that heart a little bit. The page bent up a little bit, but oh well. See, I think I'm gonna do that, and then if I do that, I'll probably watch some videos. If not, I might just reply to comments and go to bed. Because it is getting late. It is about 10 minutes to 1 right now. So it's getting pretty late tonight, but I'm usually up this late anyways. I'm usually up until at least 3. Because I usually go to bed about 1:32. Oops, went her hair a little bit. Oh well. I usually am up to about 1:32. But by the time I can get comfortable in bed and let my insomnia actually, you know, die down a little bit, yeah, I'm up to about 3. Because I am someone who is easily distracted by my phone, and I will stay up until I'm about to pass out, just watching stuff on my phone. Okay, so green color, which is lime from the Silly Scents, we're going to put in for the leaves. But I'm excited for tomorrow, which will be 2 days in the past for you, because it is the finale of American Horror Story Apocalypse. Which that just feels weird that is already the finale, but what can you do? The seasons are, a lot of the seasons are only like 10 episodes long, which is, it's nice because usually there's no filler episodes, even though there was filler episodes this season. The last 2 episodes were a filler episode, but I wish there was more episodes in this show, because it was a good season. It did get a little messed up in the story purposes, I guess you could say. Like, the story kind of got like convoluted there for a little bit, but it was still enjoyable. And what I remember, I'm going to come up here and do these flower petals, because I keep like muddling in the blue color that I put in there. So that way I don't have like blue going into the pink. I just put it right onto the area that I want it to. And if you are wondering, some of these Silly Scents do have smells to them, but not a lot of smell. The ones that are the strongest are the lime and the lemon one, but that's about it. Now for the rest of the whole dress, we're going to be using Fresh Air. Make sure I am in frame. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then of course, Riverdale. And then when you watch, the day you watch this will be the fall finale of How to Get Away with Murder and Grey's Anatomy, which I am upset that it's already the fall finale. I won't be able to see it for a few months, because those shows are probably one of my favorite ones that are on TV right now, and that have been on TV. Like, Grey's Anatomy is always one of my favorite shows, but How to Get Away with Murder is also like a really, really good one. So if you have not seen that, I would definitely recommend watching it. It's one of the ones where you have to stick with it, because you will not know a single thing until the show wants you to know it. It is a big, huge murder mystery a lot of times that just as you think you have it, it changes. And like, it likes to hint at like something that happened. And then it will seemingly get confusing Like, it just like when you figure, like, you think you have everything 100% figured out, it like it throws like a wrench into everything. It's like you're sitting there the whole time thinking, well, that doesn't make no sense now at all. Like, it makes you think that they messed up their own storyline in the show, and then the finale hits and like, boom, it made sense. And there has never been a moment that hasn't been good or hasn't made sense. It just keeps getting better and better with each season. Although this season there is one storyline that has not been touched, which needs to be touched and returned because, oops, my hair got, oh well. That happens. But it's strongly hinted that Laurel, one of the main characters, well, they actually almost look exactly the same on camera, but it's hinted that she might have done something to her mother at the end of season 4. And it's like briefly touched upon, but it's kind of like swept underneath the rug, and like it hasn't been mentioned, I don't think, since like episode 3 of the season. So I don't know if that's going to be like play a bigger part in the second half of the season, or if it's going to just be like we just didn't like where that storyline was going, so we stopped doing that type of thing. Because like strongly hinted that she killed her, but then it's never brought up again by anyone really after like the first 3 episodes. So I'm not sure if it's going to be like one of those plot things that just come into play later on, or if it's just going to be one of the things that are just completely forgotten. So we slide this down, we're going to do the top part. We're going to use this fresh air all the way through because I don't feel like switching back and forth. That way I just have finished one marker up and I'll be done with it. So yeah, and then Thursday, which is the day you're watching this, we get to see who died at the wedding. And if it's who I think it's going to be, I am going to be a very unhappy camper because it's one of my favorite characters. And I will not be happy. I'll be a very unhappy camper, but I will still sit through the rest of next season because it's a really, really good show. Even if they do that to one of my favorite characters. But I really figure as long as... I think that was part of her hair back there, actually. I will have to get... Yeah, that was part of her hair. I did it part of the details and drawn on. I did it as part of the dress. I'm just going to put it as part of the dress here as well. But as long as Viola Davis is in the show, I'll watch it. Because she's like the main character, and she was the main reason why I did start watching the show. Because basically, I'll watch anything that she is in. Because she is that good of an actor. If I have the extra money this month, I will probably go see the movie she's in. She's in, it's like a heist movie. It's called Widows. It's about, if I remember the premise of it, is about a group of widows, as the movie title says, who are the wives of heist men that got killed in the job, and they owe money to some bad people, and the bad people are making the widows do the final job that their husbands need to do. It has Viola Davis in it. It has Michelle Rodriguez. It has someone else as well. I can see her face, but I can't remember her name. So yeah, it looks like it was a good movie, so I figure if I had the extra, I'll go see that. If not, I'll just wait till it's out on DVD and pick it up. This weekend will probably be a relaxing movie watching weekend because I'm done writing and I don't have to focus on writing. I can sit there and just watch whatever movie I want to watch. And I know that they added the second Madea Halloween movie onto Hulu, so I'll probably watch that this weekend. I think my whole family's going to be watching that one. Because we went to see the first one in theaters, and we all enjoyed it, which is a miracle because usually the movies that me and my mom like to go watch, which are like those kind of movies, the Madea movies and stuff like that, or any kind of ones that me and my mom usually like together, my dad will not like them, but he likes those movies, so we will watch that probably this weekend on Hulu. And I'll probably start watching more King of the Hill, which is on Hulu as well. Because even though I've seen that series probably all the way through like 10 or 20 times, I will watch it no matter what. Okay, do this side of the dress with the fresh air. Yeah, so this will probably be a longer video because I want to get it finished today. Because I'll probably be doubling up on the Wizard of Oz uploads because I was going to do a page in the Peter Pan, but I think I will double up on the Wizard of Oz each week. Like, so it'll be like two Wizard of Oz's and one Pinocchio until all the pictures are done. If I can finish up the Wizard of Oz in time for the final week, I might be able to start a Pinocchio, or no, I might be able to start a Peter Pan page, but I am not certain. So I'm not going to say I'm going to start one. If I have time, I will. Like in the month, I will do it. If not, I am not going to force it. Because I realized tonight while coloring the Wizard of Oz page, because like I said, I was doing a double filming night tonight, I realized that that was going to take more than 4 parts. So I'll probably take about 6 parts, so. And I could, just, do like an hour uploads each time, like hour-long videos, but I like to keep my videos at about 30 minutes. Because as you can tell while I'm filming this, I ran out of things to say. I'm just kind of rambling whatever comes to my mind. So that's it for the fresh air one. Get to grab a drink. I grab cotton candy. So you only need it for the flowers down here. But yeah, as you can kind of tell, I ran out of things to say. So I'm talking about pretty much whatever comes to my mind. And I feel like when I do half-hour videos, I don't run out of things to say because usually that's like right at the end I'm like, okay, now I'm out of things to say. But yeah, And it might seem like I'm trying to rush or color fast markers, but I'm not. That's usually how I just color. That's how usually at the end of the month when you see like all those videos I say, I just use Cali Art markers or I just use so-and-so markers with it. Why I have so many pictures, because we're going to use lime color now for the leaves. But that's why when you see the finished pages, and I have so many pictures because I do not take very long to color with marker. Because for one, you have to kind of work somewhat faster because you don't want to get the marker marks or the marker lines as much. If you move faster, you get less marker lines. But also because it just does not take very long coloring with markers. Like if you're going to be blending and everything like that, yes it will. But 99% of the time, I just color straight with markers. So, crocodile green. What do we use crocodile green for? Right in here. And sure, there we go. So yeah, I kind of just color fast when I do markers. 90% of the time I actually do color faster off camera. I try to, like when I'm coloring with pencils or like gel pens like that, to slow down my speed because I am a pretty fast colorist. Because usually what I do when I'm coloring is like I'll color like kind of fast in an area, but then after like I'm done with, like say if I just did like all that area that I did like with the fresh air marker, like if I did that with pencil, what I would do is like I'll do that, then I'd like sit back and watch a video, like part of the video that I'm watching, or movie that I'm watching, TV show that I'm watching, and then go again. Like I'll take like a 5-minute break in between. So like even though I'm coloring faster with the mark or the pencil, I will still take a break in between. It equals out to the same time. But you know, it's not gonna be fun if I do like a small area, then sit and do nothing and talk, which I could, you know. But for me, I like to be doing stuff while I talk. Unless I have like something that I want to sit there and tell you about, I like to just get right into the coloring. But that's just my style of filming. Because that's the nice thing about being on ColorTube and doing different ColorTube stuff is everyone has their own unique style. And that's what makes it so fun to watch everyone. Because even if we color the same picture in a color along, or as like, you know, some people do buddy color or something like that, even if you're doing the same picture, you're all coloring differently. Even if you're using the same technique as each other, it's still going to come out slightly different. But yeah, I think over this next week or two, I really need to pick up another page to do for Fabiana month, I think. Because I think if it keeps going like this, I'm only going to have the 3 that I'm doing on camera, but I would like to do 1 in my spare time as well. If I don't, though, 3 for the color along is still very, very good. Okay, I think that is it for Crocodile Green. Next we have Blue Lagoon in the fine tip. Oop, nope. Crocodile Green, I forgot to do like right in here. There you go. But yeah, I've noticed now with all my coloring that I am really a marker person. I never, until this year, I'd probably say like the last 4 or 5 months maybe, realized how fun markers are to color with. I've kind of always been, I wouldn't say scared of markers, but I would kind of say scared of markers, if that makes sense. like, when I first started coloring, I had a set of the Leisure Art Duo Tip markers, the water-based markers, and I was like so excited I got them, and then I'd have, happen upon marker lines. Everyone, gets them, but like when I first started coloring, like if it was not perfect, sorry, I'm kind of like leaning, trying so I don't turn the book. Like if it was not perfect, I was like, oh my god, I'm not happy with this. And that's just how I was. And I had to learn, that there will be moments where you have marker lines, or moments where you go out of the lines, you'll have moments where you mess up, but that's all part of the coloring experience, and nothing will be 100% perfect. So once I kind of like got that and drilled that into my head, I'm like, I want to color with my markers more, and I did, and I have been. Because I realized how fun they actually are to use. Especially the Cali Arts. If you are ever thinking of getting the Cali Arts, I definitely would highly recommend them. I'll be doing a video on them next week, probably. I'm going to start doing a video on them, the Touch New Skin Tone markers, the Fila pencils, and the Color It gel pens. Kind of give you a brief. I was going to do like my favorite color combination with markers, but that is going to wait until a future date. Oh, I'm going to do that. I forgot to do that here. So it's going to wait till a future date because I want to wait to do a color combinations till I've actually used my markers in that way, because I have on one picture and that's it. Because while I like to do that, I'm still intimidated to do that, So I found my favorite thing to do, which is just kind of put a base layer down of the Cali Arts and then shade them in with the Filas. So that is what I'm sticking with for the time being. I will venture out, of course, and try blending and stuff like that with the Cali Arts in the future. Because when I did do that for that one picture, the picture came out really good. So I will do that in the future. It's just I have some at the moment having so much fun just kind of putting a base layer down and shading. Because if you have ever like looked at a picture and they say like it's has like a base layer of markers, or if you've seen a video on it, the video and the pictures never do it justice as like in person. Like in person, when you do a base layer of Cali Arts and like you shade with the Filas or the Prismas, or I've done a picture this month that I shaded with the Crayolas, and let me tell you, the pictures do not do it justice. The video does not do it justice. Like in person, it looks stunning, and that's kind of what I'm addicted to right now with coloring, is the base layer of Cali Arts and the markers on top, or the pencils on top of the marker, because it looks almost like a scene from like a cartoon, or a scene from like a movie thing, like an animated movie, where you kind of like the memorabilia stuff, where you kind of just like get like a screenshot of like a poster or a picture, so like that. And I think that was part of this upper circle. Oh well, oopsies. But it's kind of it just looks like that, and I'm like addicted to making it look like that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put a base layer down and start shading. So yeah, as you can tell, I highly recommend the Cali Arts, and that video that I do on them will be a positive one. And we are finished with her dress. So that means I will zoom you out. And if you're coloring along and not going to want to do the background, the picture is finished. But I'm going to do a background with the Cali Art with Y000, which is dim green, which is one of my favorite colors in the Cali Arts. So I have my background here, a color extra piece of paper. So let's get to it. I'm going to use a chisel end. Go down here, kind of make a line so I don't get into the other page. And like I said, I would not recommend doing this if you like the page on the back side, but it's just a whole bunch of keys, so I don't mind about losing the keys. Okay, make sure I wasn't out of focus, because my camera likes to be like, oh, you want to focus on this? Let me go blurry. So, and my foot is going to sleep right now because I was sitting on it for this video. Which is not a smart idea, but... And as you can see, you'll see the page from the other side coming through, but it will dry up and you will not see it at all. This is one of my favorite colors to use for like flooring or backgrounds, because it kind of like, it's like it says it's dim green, but it's kind of like a very light kind of beige-ish color. And it works really, really good for backgrounds. So I think I'm going to pause the video and just finish up the background, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, I'm about to finish this up. I can insert, you know, one of those SpongeBob, like, 10 years later, 3 hours later moment things by the narrator, because it has been, like, about 10 minutes of me just going slowly in slow circles across the entire page. That way I don't get any kind of marker marks, which is, it's easy to avoid marker marks with alcohol markers. But as you can see, the dim green is almost like a beige-ish color, like a beige green color. It almost looks like one of those old like photo backgrounds that you see kind of like in antique photos. And that's why I like it for backgrounds. I have a feeling this color here, the Y000, will be one of my first dried out Cali Arts, because I use it a lot, as well as the Baby Skin Pink in the Cali Arts, because those two colors work really good for backgrounds. In my opinion, at least. And we are finished. Yep, I'm zoomed all the way out so you can see what the finished product looks like. And I'll show you the back. You could still actually technically finish and do this, because if you want to, you can go very carefully and paint where Alice is and kind of make like a blacked out background, and kind of just do the keys, because it kind of tinted the keys and locked into like a tinted color. So it's not ruined. You can still salvage that. So I'll still be coloring that page in the background then. But I really love how this turned out, so I am really happy with how it looks. So that is it for... This is the finale part of the Alice in Wonderland color along picture. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I also want to give a special thank you, because I'm like, at the moment of filming this, I'm like 33 subscribers away from 1,000, which is like mind-boggling yet. But when I get to 1,000, I will be uploading an announcement for a Q&A, and I'll do a Q&A and kind of do like a sit-down, face-to-face type of Q&A. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to probably go to bed. I'm going to edit this and then go to bed, because it's almost 1:30 in the morning. So until next time, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video, and happy coloring. I don't know why I see you next video, but I hope you all have an amazing day and happy coloring. I always forget my sign off for this channel. I don't know why. I've been doing it for how long now.